keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath on the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, good evening. Welcome to the Heck as we get ready for a wrestling quad today on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Larimore, Northern Cass, and Rugby all matching up here today on yourliveevent.com. As you'll see, the gray mat on your right side, mat number 1. The blue mat on the left side, mat number 2. There with the two mat setup here today, we'll have the three different sets of duels going. We'll have some exhibition matches all going here today as well, too. All part of your IRA Insurance pregame show as we get ready for the wrestling quad with the Burros, the Polar Bears, the Jaguars, and the Panthers coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help with all of your building or remodeling projects. If you're building something new, doing some remodeling, or working in other projects, Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete your projects. Stop by Hillsboro Lumber today and pick up all of your building materials, hardware items, and more. The best source for all your home improvement and construction needs in Trail County is Hillsboro Lumber. Building or remodeling, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben and Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben and Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben and Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
YourLiveEvent.com tonight with high school wrestling. North Dakota High School Wrestling quadrangular going your way from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School. As we get set, our match schedule here today will be first up, Rugby versus Northern Cass. You'll see that on mat number 2. Mat number 1 will have Hillsboro-Central Valley versus Larimore. After that, couple teams will rotate after some exhibitions as they will go through as they can fit them in. Kind of a rolling schedule for the exhibition matches here today. But then the varsity matches, Rugby will take on Hillsboro-Central Valley in the second duel of the day, followed by Northern Cass and Larimore. I shouldn't say followed by, concurrently at the same time there as Northern Cass and Larimore. And then the final duels will be Rugby versus Larimore and Hillsboro-Central Valley versus Northern Cass to finish off the day. Here with the match schedule, again, the exhibition matches rolling through as we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Scratch that, 13 because we had one get scratched. 13 exhibition matches here throughout our action today as well. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit with your local agents at Irie Insurance. Find them online, IRIEINS.com. When we come back, more of your pregame show will continue. We'll grab some coaches' comments here. Coach is busy there, trying to get everything going here, but we were able to grab Coach Owens for a little bit, so we'll chat with him when we come back. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com with North Dakota High School Wrestling on yourliveevent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Duel. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Borough apparel for all Borough fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Whew, sorry I'm late. I had to walk again.
Where's your car?
Whew, the auto shop said it would take a few months to fix.
You should have taken it to Abra.
Abra Auto Body can fix your car faster than the other body shops. After your claim is filed, Abra handles the rest with the insurance companies and adjuster. Lonnie and his team will take good care of you. Visit us on 32nd Avenue South or schedule your appointment at abraauto.com. Abra Auto Body, right the first time, on time.
Abra Auto Body, Grand Forks.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Irie Insurance pregame show, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Larimore, Northern Cass Rugby, the 4 teams participating in our quad wrestling duels here today. It's a 4 teams matchup. We were able to catch up with the head coach here of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Join us with our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match coaches interviews. One's with us, Rob. You got 3 matches here today. What are you looking for from these 3?
We're looking for, we should have some good matches today. We're going to have a lot of light duels because we're wrestling a lot of teams that are not full, which is unusual because usually we were the team that wasn't full. So we have 2 opens, and most of the other matches or other teams are going to have about 4 or 5. So we're just going to go and have some fun, you know?
All right, have fun. Are there some, when we start looking, to rankings and seedings and everything with postseason, that some big matches here today?
Every match is a big match if you don't wrestle well. So, I mean, we got to always be thinking there. I mean, we've seen Rugby for the most part at the last weekend at the Rugby tournament. We haven't seen much of Larimore other than seeing them at Castleton. We've seen Northern Cass a ton. I mean, literally, this is our 4th time wrestling them, so it's been a lot. But like I said, we got to go out and wrestle and get ready and have some fun. And like I told the boys, every time we wrestle another team, it's like a better practice you can have because it's new competition, new stuff, and really everything at the end is what matters. So that's what we're looking at.
There, Rob Owens, head coach of Hillsboro-Central Valley, with our pre-match coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, dhbanknd.com, with locations in Minnesota and North Dakota, Dakota Heritage Bank. As we get ready for this wrestling quad tonight, here on yourliveevent.com. Thanks again for joining us. This is the IRA Insurance pregame show. We'll come back. We'll look at some starting lineups here, and we'll have some wrestling join us shortly, too, when we get underway. Varsity matches, exhibition matches, all of it coming your way with yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
I'm Freya Angen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
IRA Insurance pregame show, wrestling quad today from the Heck. Military Appreciation Night here as If we can turn that camera just a little bit here, you'll see on the side of the mats there, the American flags up there. So doing a little military appreciation here today during this quad with Hillsboro-Central Valley, Larimore, Northern Cass, and Rugby. There is nice to see that. We'll trying to grab someone to talk about that a little bit later too. They were busy setting up everything earlier, so didn't get a chance earlier where with the discussion, but we'll try and grab someone there to talk about that military appreciation night going on here, part of the wrestling quad with the Burros, the Polar Bears, the Panthers, and the Jaguars.
This match will be wrestled according to the rules of the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Yes, they're trying to listen to the PA right at the same time, as we will have some exhibition matches to start us off. Double check who we have coming out here, as we'll have the national anthem, and we'll come back with those matches here on yourliveevent.com.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Auto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Auto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease, and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Exhibition matches getting set to begin here at the Heck today. Thanks again for joining us on yourliveevent.com, as it is Karen Miller and Emily Smith out there on mat number 2. Currently going on there, our first of the exhibition matches. Here by the list I was given. Here's working top control here now, looking for the step up. There's a 1-point escape. There, mat number 2, our blue mat on the left side. After these exhibitions, we'll have the Northern Cass and Rugby duel going on there. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Larimore will be on mat number 1, as coming out for mat number 1, Crystal Magnuson and Isabel Erickson. Here we'll begin their exhibition match. Shoot by Magnuson, looking for that single leg, no control given. Looking up here, trying to pull that leg around. Back up on the feet over on mat number 2 with our exhibition matches. Did get a 2-point takedown plus a 1-point escape back over on mat number 1. So 2-1 is the score on each match. Here, Crystal Magnuson in the blue. And Isabel Erickson, I believe, in the orange there on mat number 1 for Larimore. Here's we have Rugby and Northern Cass matching up on mat number 2. There's a single leg shoot. Time trying to sprawl. Back over, there's another takedown, another escape on mat number 1 as we get a end of period on mat number 2. Here after these exhibition, we'll get your lineups. Starting lineups here brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Do have some light rosters here today, some light lineups, I should say. Some open weight classes, all 4 teams having opens. So we may go fairly quick. Here over on mat number 1, it's now 5-4 as we get a 1-point escape back up to the neutral position. There with Isabel Erickson in the orange taking that 1-point lead. 6-1 over on mat number 2, looking for the turn. Trying to double checking some lineups here. We get everything set up. 1-point escape over on mat number 1 makes it 5-5 here at the start of the second period. Minute 45 to go there. 50 seconds left in the second period on mat number 2. Double arm locked in, looking for a turn, looking for the pin. Back over on mat number 1. On the far side here into a step up this time by Magnuson, trying to get free, and we do have a pin over on mat number 2. So our first exhibition match there on mat number 2. And that'll be the only exhibition going on over there. All right, so back on mat number 1. Crystal Magnuson, Isabel Erickson. Here's the takedown. You're looking here, and we might have had a switch in the order from what I was given on the exhibition match. I believe this may be Emily Smith there from Larimore. There, so a little change in the order. That will happen from time to time. There's the end of second period.
The red team on the scoreboard or the guests, and they will show first in the even numbered matches.
All right, so Rugby will be the away team on mat number 2. We do have some opens there with Rugby taking on Northern Cass. The Jaguars open at 107 and 114. So Braden Brossard gets an open victory at 107. Then 114. Eric Molly will take the open victory at 114 for the Panthers.
At 121 pounds, we'll have our first contestant.
121.
Isaac Sattler.
Isaac Sattler the freshman for Rugby, will wrestle against Evan Giffey for Northern Cass, the 8th grader. So we got a match going there at 121 on mat number 2. Here's we're looking for a turn and a pin. Back points being counted over on mat number 1, that exhibition match. Here, let's look at your starting lineups in this one. Starting lineups by American Crystal Sugar Company. You can live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar. Find out more about them, including other grower-owned and job opportunities available with crystalsugar.com. Northern Cass Jaguars open at 107, 114. Here at 121 on the match for them in the yellow singlet is Gavin Giffey. Jaguars open at 127, 133. They have Reed Volden. Jaguars open at 139, 45, and 52. Before Luke Murch at 160, Anders Hovness at 172, or Luke Walski, both listed at 172. 189, Will Trebosser. 215, Brody Gueston. And then 3 heavyweights listed at 285 with Gage Nygaard, Keaton Williams, and Jackson Sinclair. See how those break out with the matches here today for the Northern Cass Jaguars. For the Rugby Panthers, as we get blood time called over on mat number 2. Your timeouts are brought to you by your Trail County agents with answers. They're at Nodak Insurance. Brad Richter and Nick Preston. There we go. Put that where it's supposed to be. Here, bringing you the timeouts there on mat number 2. Mat number 1 getting wrapped up there with the exhibition, so they'll get their varsity start here. Real quick, though, the starting lineups, the roster for the Rugby Panthers. 107, Braden Brosart took the open victory. Eric Molly took it at 114, 107 listed, but wrestling at 121. Isaac Sattler right now on the mat for Rugby at 121, taking on Gavin Giffey. Nathan Thiel at 133. Wes Wangler at 139. Bryce Stewart at 145. Elijah Tao, 152. Bailey Zachmeyer at 172. Austin Schneibel at 189. Landon Brosart at 215. And then at heavyweight, Hudson Eldon, Landon Zietz, and Ian Tao all listed at heavyweight for the Rugby Panthers here today with their lineup. Looking for pin over here on mat number 2. The blue mat on your left side as Gavin Giffey looking for a pin. And he gets it there with 19 seconds left in the first period. So after the blood time break comes back, Giffey gets the pin, makes it now 12-6 over there on mat number 2. Rugby with the advantage. Lineup between the Burros and the Polar Bears. On mat number 1, at 114, Luke Foltz. 121, Levi Todd. 127, Logan Dietzler. Ben Botello at 133. David Botello at 145. Jacob Harris listed at 152. Parker Kuhl at 172. Keith Kittredge at 215. And Hunter Thorvilson at 285 for Larimore. 107 here. We got Jackson Kleckner for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burrows wearing the military singlets here today. So Kleckner here at 107. 114 will be Justin Terrell. 121 will be Ethan Drake. Burrows open at 127. 133, Carson Kazette, followed by Sawyer Owens at 139. Ryland Sunby at 145. Xander Dovenmueller at 152. Carter Iverson at 160. Ben Thompson at 172. Braden Chenault at 189. Burrows open at 215 before Fernando Rios at 285 for the Burros. There, so Luke Foltz and Jackson Kleckner on mat number 1. That's our gray mat on the right side of your screen. On the blue mat, left side of the screen, Rugby and Northern Cass. Here as they move up to 139. And I believe that Reed Bolden got bumped up from 33 to 39 to go here with this match. And taking on Wangler. As double check with our summary there is, yeah, not everything getting announced or updated, but that's, I believe, there where we're at with some open weight classes to move things up. Still 12-6, Rugby leading in the duel. Here's there at 139. Ending the first period over at 107 on mat number 1. Jackson Kleckner for Hillsboro-Central Valley, along with Foltz here for Larimore. They end the first period, tied at, not quite end. They still got a few seconds left here. As call here will be top position for Foltz. Final few seconds here is Kleckner underneath, trying to free himself. Can't do so. And that will be the end of the period. Tied at 2-2. Here's we get a victory for Northern Cass. On mat number 2, Reed Volden picks up the victory at 139. And Jaguars open at 45 and 52.
45 pounds, Bryce Stewart is a winner by forfeit.
So Bryce Stewart will take the open victory at 145. They're back over on mat number 1 near the edge of the circle. They look to turn back in. Here's a 2-point takedown, but then up to the feet, then off the mat they go. So come back, restart, top position. Control for Luke Foltz. Foltz of Larimore. Polar Bears are in the black and orange. Very similar to the black and orange of the Rugby Panthers over on mat number 2. So 160 pounds, Elijah Tao goes up, listed at 152, wrestling at 160 right now on mat number 2, taking on Luke Murch of Northern Cass on mat number 2. Mat number 1, Jackson Kleckner of Hillsboro-Central Valley, Luke Foltz of Larimore. Foltz in control, leading 4-2, 1 minute to go in the second period. Let's look at a 2-point takedown for Toe over on mat number 2. Got the orange and black of the two separate teams in top control on both mats right now. Trying to break down. Toe trying to chop that arm. As Murch trying to get it to his feet, gets a 1-point escape. Back over on mat number 1. Foltz trying to work a cross roll. Kleckner over, does get the turn on that. Now trying to tilt the head with 21 seconds left, gets the pin. Foltz with the pin. You're now at 114. We'll see if the Polar Bears can slide someone down or if they'll take an open at that spot.
114 pounds for the Barrels, Justin Terrell.
Justin Terrell announced for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Polar Bears will be open. So up to 121. Ethan Drake listed for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Levi Todd going to come out for Larimore. So Levi Todd, the 8th grader for Larimore. Ethan Drake, the freshman for Hillsboro-Central Valley, out on mat number 1. End of the period on mat number 2, 4-2. There's Rugby's Elijah Tell leading for Luke Murch at 160 pounds. Northern Cass, good in the upper weights as far as the numbers, don't have the lighter weights. There are a lot of opens for them in that one. Here, back over on mat number 1. Larimore with the short roster here today. Some open weight classes too. Right now, though, leading in the duel, tied in the duel 6-6 after that open victory at 114 here at 121 pounds. Levi Todd of Larimore and Ethan Drake of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Todd trying to get the trip in there. Drake trying to defend, try to roll through, and Todd gets a 2-point takedown. .44 seconds left. First period on mat number 1. 55 seconds left. Second period, mat number 2. One-point escape there makes it now 6-4 in favor of Elijah Tao of Rugby on mat number 2. He's going in for the single leg now on Luke Murch of Northern Cats. Meanwhile, we got Levi Todd looking for a pin on mat number 1. Here as he's trying to bring that arm of Drake back, stretch him out, 3 seconds to fight it off, and back points will be given, but Drake fights off the pin here to make it to period number 2. We'll be up in the neutral position to start the second period. There on mat number 1. 4 seconds left, second period. We have a quick restart before we go to the third. On mat number 2, that's your blue mat on the left side. Here, and it will be 8-4. There with Elijah Tao leading over Luke Murch. Over on mat number 1, here's a turn from Ethan Drake. Needs to free the head. He does, gets the takedown. Now working on the top control. Drake working cross. Now here he loses it, and it's going to be a 2-point reversal for Levi Todd. Checking here as there we go. All right, so here at 160 again, Luke Murch and Elijah Tao on mat number 2. Recap of that mat number 2 match so far. Here's Brayden Brosert taking the open at 107, 114 to open for Eric Mall for Rugby. Gavin Giffey of Northern Cass with a victory at 121, double forfeit at 27 and 33 before Reed Volden with a pin victory at 139. Rice Stewart open victory at 145, double open at 152. Luke Murch and Elijah Tao wrestling right now at 160 pounds. Tao leading that in the third period, 43 seconds left, 10-4. We hit the end of the second period, head to the third period on mat number 1. There is Ethan Drake trails Levi Todd of Larimore 10-2. We up in the neutral position. Here to start things off. Luke Foltz with a pin victory at 107. Justin Terrell with an open victory at 114. So 6-6. Here in our third match of the duel on mat number 1. Final 10 seconds of the third period. Mat number 2. Here's Elijah Tao. Will take the victory 10-4 with the decision on mat number 2. Put Rugby up 21-12. Ethan Drake looking for a single leg shoot. Trying to free himself for a takedown, trailing 10-2. 66 seconds to go in the third period. Instead, it's going to be Levi Todd getting around for the 2-point takedown.
At 172 pounds for the Jaguars, Anders Hubdenis will be a winner by forfeit.
We got open victory here at 170 for Anders Hovdenes of Northern Cass. Move him to 189. Double forfeit there, and also at 215. So bring up to 285.
Brody Geston from the Jaguars versus Ian Toe.
And it'll be Ian Toe and Brody Geston. So Brody Geston of Northern Cass wrestling here at 285, taking on Ian Toe, junior versus senior. 14 seconds left in the third period on mat number 1. Looking for the pin. Back point's going to be counted, so we'll have a major decision coming up here. If not more, and that will be it. So the major, therefore, Levi Todd over Ethan Drake at 121 pounds. So to 127. Hillsboro-Central Valley lifts it as open. Larimore with Logan Dietzler. It's actually going to be a double open. Here at 127, so we move up ahead to 133.
At 133 pounds for the Burros, Carson Gazette and Polar Bears are open.
Larimore open at 133. Carson Gazette takes the open victory for Hillsboro-Central Valley. See here at 139. Sawyer Owens coming out for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Polar Bears are open for the open victory.
At 145 pounds.
0-0 on mat number 2. Final 25 seconds of the first period. There's Brody Geston of Northern Cass in tow of Rugby. And we do have a match coming here now on mat number 1. Ryland Sunby at 145 and Ben Botello for Larimore is the matchup out there on the gray mat, mat number 1. Second period on mat number 2, 0-0 in the heavyweight bout, 285. Final match of that duel. Here, 21-18 the score. So Rugby looking for a win to take the duel. Meanwhile, Northern Cass's Brody Geston gets the takedown. He'll take control. And just looking here on criteria, I believe Northern Cass would have the tiebreaker with the pins. Over on mat number 1, Hillsboro-Central Valley's Carson Gazette in top control, leading 2-0 after a first period takedown. Working up near the top now, trying to get the roll and rolling out of the circle. We'll restart. Pin coming here. There's the pin for Brody Geston of Northern Cass. And Northern Cass with the pin will take it 24-21 in that first duel. So there, Northern Cass with the duel 1 victory. Get that put in. Gonna do that. All right. We're back on mat number 1, nearing the end of the first period. 2-1 the score. Ryland Sunday of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Ben Botello of Larimore. Hillsboro-Central Valley with 3 open victories, leading 18-10. Trying to see who the exhibition match is there on mat number 2. Did not catch the announcement there of which match they're wrestling there. So unable to read those names. Back on mat number 1, we turn our attention. Second period, 1:20 remaining, 18-10 in the duel. 2-1 in this 145-pound match. Ryland Sunby leading over Ben Botello. Sunby of Hillsboro-Central Valley in the camo singlet here for Military Appreciation Night. Botello in the black with the orange and white accents. As they work in the circle right now, spin around, back up on the feet. 50 seconds left. Takedown attempt from Sunby, gets him the 2-point takedown. He'll ride on top. That right side working across. Now looks like he's switching up, trying to break down, pull that arm underneath. And with 2 seconds left in the first period, pin over in the exhibition match on mat number 2. Your blue match there. Blue mat. Sunby continuing to ride on top control, hooking that leg. 5 seconds left in the period. And looks like they'll take a 4-1 advantage into the third period for Ryland Sunby. Well, concluding our first duel over on mat number 2, Northern Cass gets the 24-21 victory over Rugby. Here in our first duel of the day complete. 1 down, 5 more to finish up. Sunby on the start of this third period rolls through, gets the 2-point reversal, and now looking for back points. Did he have enough? Yeah, enough for 2. Enough for 2, so the 2 reversal plus the 2 back points should be 8-1. If I count it correctly, there they go. Put those points up on the board. Sunby on top control, working up near the high side. Now looking around, trying to pull that arm back. Looking maybe chicken wing. Trying to get through. Works around back to the side. Doesn't quite have that arm locked in. 60 seconds to go, third period. Now, there's the official steps in front. Looks like he almost had it locked in. But Ben Botello, belly and way out. Here defensively on the bottom. 8-1, 39 seconds to go in this third period. Ryland Sunby of Hillsboro-Central Valley in the camo singlet. Working top control, trying to find it there with the cross. Lost it. Botello. Down low, Sunby. Try one more time here. 14 seconds left in the third period. Here on mat number 1. Looks like we'll have some exhibition matches coming on mat number 2. Sunby takes the decision, 8-1. They're at 145 pounds for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Gives them the 21-10 lead. Now at 152 pounds, it will be David Botello and Xander Dovenmueller. And that is the matchup. Dovenmueller of Hillsboro-Central Valley comes out with a quick 2-point takedown. David Botello, 8th grader. Dovenmueller, the sophomore. Dovenmueller working up into a quick cradle. Has him. Botello trying to kick out. Dovin Mueller's got a lot of time to work with here. Minute 36 to go in the first period. Back points being counted. There, and trying to lock that in. Botello fighting off. He'll roll back over to his base. 3-point near fall plus a 2-point takedown. 5-point move that time for Xander Dovin Mueller. Leading 5-0. Exhibition matches over on mat number 2. And I believe this time it is Crystal Magnuson and Isabel Erickson. Dovin Mueller again looking for a pin. This time he locks it in. Had the 2-point takedown there, or the turn to get him in, and 49.8 left on the clock as Dovin Mueller picks up the pin. And Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 27-10 lead here in the duel against Larimore. 160 pounds. I believe Jacob Harris will jump up for Larimore. Carter Iverson for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And that will be the matchup here. Both wrestlers locking up. Gonna tie up, look for that inside positioning. Exhibition match on mat number 2. Here's they're looking for a pin. Meanwhile, mat number 1, the varsity duel with Larimore and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Harris for that 2-point takedown. 1 minute to go in the first period. Working far side. Cradle attempt it looks like here as they scoot off, and Carter Iverson will be down on bottom. Harris on top control on this restart. Iverson can't get away on the start. There, Harris gonna break him down, pull that arm back. Now Iverson up to 1 foot, trying to get away, trying to hop through. Harris grabs the other. Iverson momentarily turns around, tried to pull Harris with the momentum, but lost the grip, and he'll just belly out. Avoid going down to the back. Again, trying to work up to that base. Up on all fours, stick out that leg, trying to find some leverage. Harris working on that left side, trying to chop down that arm. As the pool noodle runs out, 7 seconds left on the clock here in period number 1. Iverson trying to sit out here the last second, and I believe he got it. Nope, did not get it before the end of the period. Be 2-0, and Iverson will choose the down position here to start the second period. Avery Jacobson of Larimore, Crystal Magnuson of Hillsboro-Central Valley. That's the exhibition match going on mat number 2. Get that locked in. As they roll through, now looking for a pin over on mat number 1. Iverson had the reversal, locking in here on Harris, and back points being counted. Iverson nearly got away in the first. This time he gets the reversal. Now Magnuson looking for the pin on mat number 2. Iverson, can he do the same on mat number 1? 78 seconds to go, second period. Harris trying to bridge out. And up and trying to get away. Iverson trying to lock it in tight. Laying on, putting that pressure on that shoulder. Tilt that head, pull that arm back. There's the pin for Iverson. Carter Iverson with the pin at 160 pounds. Here now at 172. Ben Thompson for Hillsboro-Central Valley will come out. And looks like he will be open here at 172. Well, they're getting everything straightened out here. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. 30 seconds, this wrestling quad on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Well, we get figured out here on mat number 1. We jump up to 189 pounds after Ben Thompson takes the open at 172. Braden Chenault comes out for Hillsboro-Central Valley, looking for a 2-point takedown against Parker Cool of Larimore. Chenault now trying to turn Cool over. But arm locked in behind. Now he'll reposition, ride from the right side. Did not get the names there of the exhibition match on mat number 2. Unsure of exactly what we got going there, but mat number 1, we got a pin for Braden Chenault at 189 pounds. And that will bring it up to 215. Hillsboro-Central Valley listed as open at 215. Keith Kittredge. Nope. Going to be open at 215 for Larimore as well.
And the Polar Bears will be open.
Polar Bears will be open at 285, so Fernando Rios will take an open at heavyweight for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And should be 45-10 if I counted right. On that one, Hillsboro-Central Valley taking the duel. So our first set of duels is in. Exhibition matches going on right now on mat number 2. Here's once we get the final tabulation there. Because yeah. So another exhibition match going on mat number 1. Again, did not have the full list, full schedule of all the exhibition matches provided, so not sure who we got going on. Let's recap the first set of duels that we've had here today. Just wrapping up, Hillsboro-Central Valley versus Larimore at 107 pounds. Luke Foltz of Larimore with a 3-minute, 39-second pin over Jackson Flechter. Justin Terrell of Hillsboro-Central Valley with an open at 114. Levi Todd of Larimore at 121 with a 15-2 major decision. Double open at 127. 133, Carson Cassette takes an open victory for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 139, Sawyer Cassette takes an open victory for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 145, Ryland Sunby with a 8-1 decision over Ben Botello. Xander Dovenmueller then for Hillsboro-Central Valley at 152 with a minute 12-second pin on David Botello. Carter Iverson comes back with a pin for the Burros, a 3-minute 6-second fall victory over Jacob Harris. Ben Thompson open victory for Hillsboro-Central Valley at 172. 189, Braden Chenault, a 41-second pin over Parker Cool of Larimore. Double open at 215. Fernando Rios of Hillsboro-Central Valley takes the open victory at 285 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Tally it all up. They take the duel 57-10 in that one. And let's then look here at the Northern Cass Rugby duel. Here, as that one got started here with Rosart with an open and Eric Mall with an open for Rugby at 107 and 114 respectively. It was Evan Giffey of Northern Cass, a pin over Isaac Sattler at 121. Double opens at 27 and 33. At 139, Reed Bolden of Northern Cass over Ethan Thiel of Rugby, minute 38 seconds. Bryce Stewart, an open victory for the Panthers at 145. Double open at 152. 160, Elijah Tao of Rugby over Luke Murch by 10-4 decision. Anders Hovdenes 172, a Northern Cass open victory. Double open at 189 and 215. And 285, Brody Gaston of Northern Cass over Tao of Rugby, falling 2 minutes 50 seconds. 24-21, Northern Cass takes that victory over Rugby. So that's our first set of duels in the books. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More action coming your way on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Improving finances and a desire to save more are consistently near the top of the list when it comes to New Year's resolutions. Well, maybe this is your sign to go from thinking about saving money to actually saving money and improving your finances with a CD special at First State Bank. A 9-month CD with a 5.07 interest rate, minimum $10,000. Visit their locations in Buxton, Grand Forks, Mayville, Portland, and Thompson to learn more. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Exhibition matches going on right now on mats 1 on your right, mat 2 on your left. Don't have information on who's gonna be in those mats there, but looks like we will be going with our varsity ones coming up here. So we're gonna take a moment here. We'll just keep those matches going there. That mat number 1 view for you here is we'll be right back here to pick it up with the varsity wrestling. Well, we are getting set to begin our second duel on mat number 1. Hillsboro-Central Valley taking on Rugby. We start at 114 pounds in this second duel. Justin Terrell of Hillsboro-Central Valley in the camo singlet. Isaac Sattler of Rugby there in the black singlet for this one. Sattler lost in his first match when he bumped up to 121. Terrell open victory at 114 last time out for Hillsboro-Central Valley. There's a matchup there. Also see the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Cells scoreboard with the dual scores so far. Again, Hillsboro-Central Valley 57-10 over Larimore in the first. Northern Cass 21-24 over Rugby in their first duel. Here, exhibition matches continue on mat number 2. On mat number 1, Terrell working here on the single arm. Trying to drive, works around to the side, and we got a stoppage there. Potentially dangerous. And the restart here with 1:04 to go. First period at 114 pounds. Coming up here at 121. Ooh, as we get a hard throw. And stoppage here, the penalty point here given to Sattler. It'll be 4-2. Looks to be okay. Hard thud when he hit the mat, but looks like we're all right. Captain's coming out on mat number 2 for Northern Cass and Larimore. So the Jaguars and Polar Bears about to get set to go. Meanwhile, the Burros and the Panthers going on mat number 1. Our gray mat, 114 pounds. Here's a double leg shoot that time. A sprawl by Sattler. Defend Terrell trying to come from behind. He does as he gets around for the 2-point takedown. 25 seconds left. Sattler with the step up. Terrell needs to bring him back down as he loses the grip. There's the escape point. Makes it now 6-4.
Be home on the scoreboard here, mat 2. They will show first the odd matches.
Both wrestlers back up on the feet, looking for the shoot, and spin away. 2 seconds left. Terrell's got to hurry to get around, get control. No control given in the final seconds. So it will stay 6-4, 114-pound weight class. Here on mat number 1. 121 is where they will go on mat number 2.
121 pounds for Jaguars. Gavin Giffey will face Levi Todd for the
Gavin Giffey for Northern Cass. Levi Todd for Larimore. Here after double open at 114. That's on mat number 2. Mat number 1, Terrell looking to come from behind again like he did. Shoots through and able to get around for the takedown. 8-4. Terrell with the lead. Working up to the side, walking in, getting the turn. Back points being counted. Still 1:05 to go in the period. Trying to tilt the head, bring those shoulders down. Got a 2-point takedown from Giffey on mat number 2. Kevin Giffey, the 8th grader. Terrell looking for a pin on mat number 1 against Sattler. He's got 36 seconds trying to lock it in. Meanwhile, we're looking to lock in a pin on mat number 2 Gets the pin over on mat number 2. And there's the pin on mat number 1. There, so pins within seconds of each other. Here moves things along for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Terrell will take the 114 weight class pin victory to 121. Ethan Drake will come out.
121 pounds. Ethan Drake will be a winner by forfeit.
And he'll take the open victory at 121. Burrows at 127 are open.
Both teams will
And so are the Rugby Panthers.
At 133
So they'll move to 133. Meanwhile, opens at 127 and 133 for Larimore and Northern Cass. 139, Larimore's Ben Botello taking on Reed Bolden of Northern Cass. Bolden with the quick takedown to start that off. He works now on a single arm. On mat number 1, Carson Kazette at 133 with the open victory. So they move up to 139 as well. Here's Sawyer Owens. And he will take on, I believe this is Wangler. Here's Owens with the takedown. Lets him escape, goes right back to the takedown. Wangler, the 7th grader. Owens, the sophomore, and he'll take the pin. 30-second pin for Sawyer Owens. And actually that was Ethan Thiel. There's they flipped up there. So Thiel there at 139. Also a 7th grader. Meanwhile, Reed Bolden leading 2-0 over on mat number 2 for Northern Cass, taking on Ben Botello.
145 pounds for the Burrows. Riley Sunby will take
There will
on
be
the Panthers' Bryce
145 pounds Bryce Stewart for Rugby and Ryland Sunby for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Sunby coming around, works in from behind, right down to the takedown. Up front with a half.
Jaguars, Reed Bolden.
Bolden picks up the pin over on mat number 2, his second tonight. So they'll head as well to 145. Sunby in top control.
145 pounds for the Polar Bears, David Botello.
Sunby on that side, riding in.
Are open at 152 pounds and at 100.
Wow, movement here on mat number 2.
160 pounds, we'll have Jacob Harris versus Luke Birch.
They move up to 160. So Luke Murch of Northern Cass, Jacob Harris of Larimore. Currently on mat number 2. Sunby trying to lock in on mat number 1. Needs a little bit more turn. Pull that arm across. There's Stewart. Working on the bottom, gets back here onto his knees. Trying to sit up, gets one foot up, and then right back down. Ireland Sunby. 10 seconds to go in the period. Sunby riding left side. 4, 3, 2, 1. At the end of the period. Over on mat number 2, we got Harris with a pin. Jacob Harris will pick up the pin. Here over Murch on mat number 2. So while we go to period number 2 on mat number 1, here Bryce Stewart will be in top control. Ryland Sunby on the bottom here to start. And military appreciation night tonight for the Burrows. So you see some of the American flags dotting the around the mats here today. Burrows wearing the camo singlets. Step up by Sunby on mat number 1. Tries to turn it around and gets the 2-point reversal. Right into back points being counted here. With Sunby leading Stewart after that reversal 7-0. Minute 10 left in the period. There, the 3 back points. There makes it 10-0. So Sunby in the neighborhood here of a major. Looking for more though as he'll try and roll and rolls them down, and Stewart able to use the neck there to bridge himself out. Sunby works on a near side, 45 seconds left. Over on mat number 2, they're at 189 pounds. Parker Cool of Larimore, and there's Hovdenes of Northern Cass. Hovdenes with the 2-point takedown, leading 2-0, and he's looking for a pin here. It's on that top side. 12-2 after near fall points for Sunby. I'm trying to, let's see what he's trying to do with Stewart here with 5 seconds left near the edge of the circle. Hovna is looking for a pin over on mat number 2. End of the period number 2 on mat number 1. Hovnes is Cool back over. Takes a 3 near fall points, 5-0. He'll lead in that match. Start the period here, and there's 2 points for Sunby, making it now 14-0. Here he'll cut him loose, give him the 1-point escape, and now he'll look for the takedown, and he'll go in for the double leg. Needs to pull the head free. There it is. There's the 2-point. That should be the tech fall, 16-1. Tech fall victory for Ryland Sunby, 16-1 over Bryce Stewart at 145 pounds. There's the victory there to the Burros. Over on mat number 2, our blue mat.
152 pounds.
Anders Hovnes taking a 2-point reversal here to start the period. Now trying to flip Cool. Cool, though, stays on his belly. 152 pounds. Xander Dovenmuller for Hillsboro-Central Valley comes out with a double leg shoot against Lajato of Rugby, and the 2-point takedown. As we look that way, we turn our head the other way, right in time for the pin. A time for Hovdenes. So the Northern Cass Jaguar Pittman will lead 18-12 over Larimore. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Rugby rolling through, rolling off the circle. Xander Dovenmuller of Hillsboro-Central Valley leading 2-0. Minute 11 left in the first period over Chateau of Rugby. And flashing through here. Open victory for Brody Gaston at 2:15. 285. Looks like we'll be double open on mat number 2, and we'll go to 107 pounds. And the Jaguars, Luke Foltz, will take the open victory. So that will wrap it up there with Northern Cass taking the 24-18 victory. There in the duel on mat number 2. There's a final on that one. So back to mat number 1. They'll likely run some more exhibition matches there on mat number 2. While we wait here for the Burro and Panther duel to conclude as well. Currently here at 152 pounds, 13 seconds left in the first period. With Xander Dovenmuller leading over Elijah Toe. Toe in the down position, wearing the black singlet. Here for Rugby. As Dovenmuller has him come up, he'll bring him back down. Back up to the feet, Toe. Trying to find his way through, gets the hands away, but Dovenmuller holds onto the leg. Now trying for the trip and end of the period. Does not give up the control. And so he'll maintain the 2-1 lead. No, he did give up the escape point, they say, right at the end. So 2-1. Dovenmuller will be in the top position for Hillsboro-Central Valley on this start. Here's a step up. And Dovenmuller brings him back down. Toe trying to get free. He'll grab the ankle of Dovenmuller, reach behind, grab behind the head. Who can free themselves? First, Dovenmuller does. He stays in control. Looks to break him down. Up here now on the left side on a single. Now over to the right side. Looked like a half momentarily. He'll give that up. Work back here on that left side. £152 weight class. Minute 18 to go. Here in this period. Dovenmuller with the turn. Near fall points coming. Being counted off. They'll take the 3. Now looking for more. Got a minute 3. Trying to get the pin. Trying to lift that head of Toe. Trying to get those shoulders down. Toe trying to twist and turn and wiggle his way out. Dovenmuller working here just off the left side of Toe. Trying to force him down, trying to bring that arm back. 30 seconds left. Toe with the legs flying, trying to keep him back. He'll hook the leg of Dovenmuller, trying to bring him back over. And Miller stays in control. 17 seconds left. Toe does a roll back to his base. So the 3 near fall points. Dovenmuller looking for a quick turn here before the end of the period. Gets him over. 1, 2. And the end of the period, does he get the 3? No, they give him the 2 points. There, so 7-1 into the third period. Dovenmuller leading. There, Burroughs leading the duel 29-0. Exhibition matches going on mat number 2. Mat number 1, near fall points again being counted for Dovenmuller. This time he's nearly had it locked in tight. Just missed it. As Toe stiffens there, bridging, trying to keep those shoulders off. Looking for the turn, Dovenmuller. Can't quite lock it in yet. Trying to bring that arm, tilt that head, pull the, stretch him out. And Toe trying to roll his way out of it. Dovenmuller, though, leading 9-1, under a minute to go. There's the pin. Xander Dovenmuller takes the pin at 1:52. We'll have some opens here, so we'll come back and continue on with this duel after this break.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
So after the open victories here being announced, we move all the way up to 285 pounds. Carter Iverson, Ben Thompson, Braden Chenault, all taking open victories. Double open at 215. And so we move to 285 pounds. Fernando Rios of Hillsboro-Central Valley in the camo singlet. In tow of Rugby in the black singlet. Working here. Toe trying for that headlock. Rios slips out of it, gets behind. Can't get the throw though. Toe the senior, Rios the junior. Toe with a little bit of height, size advantage here today too. Rios trying to get inside. There when he does, he's got the top of the head right underneath the chin that time with Toe. Looking inside, hand position, nothing going on. 60 seconds have elapsed in this first period. Toe, looks like he's working for the double underhooks. Now trying to get in. Rios backpedaling a little bit, trying to stay away from getting flipped. There, gets the one arm free. Toe now trying to, looked like he's switching to a headlock and then went back here to the double. Rios fights him off. Both wrestlers still on their feet, 30 seconds left. Toe trying to run forward there that time, unable to get Rios as he backpedaled with him. Now here, Rios going for the underneath, but the fireman can't get through. And Toe will get around right before the end of the period. 4 seconds left for the takedown. Shot that time by Rios, but couldn't bring Toe down when he shot underneath. There, so 2-0, the lead for Ian Toe. Exhibition matches on match number 2. Toe working here on top control on the start, trying to get the single arm. Roll Rios, and does get the roll. Back points being counted. As the Burros will take the duel, leading 53-0 here with remainder of this 285, then the 107-pound coming up. And there's the pin for Ian Toe. The pin victory for Rugby. Now move us to 107. Jackson Kleckner for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Braden Rosart for Rugby. Quick shoot that time from Rosart. Defended that time by Kleckner. Oh, a little tumble down. Kleckner comes, but the head grab that time by Rosart, not giving up control. Kleckner trying to pull that head free, and they will just escape each other. Get back up to the neutral position. The shoot this time, single leg off the circle they go, off the mat. They'll come back. Restart here. With a minute 20 to go, there's the shoot and the takedown by Brossert. Up to the feet. Fleckner trying to get turned around. Can't get away. And again, they'll go off. Come back, restart. After this one, we'll have a time here in between the final duels of the night. Rugby versus Larimore and Hillsboro-Central Valley versus Northern Cass. So far, we have Northern Cass winning 24-21 versus Rugby, 24-18 versus Larimore. Hillsboro-Central Valley winning 57-10 over Larimore in the first one, and currently leading 53-6 in this duel. So, and see who can go 3-0 between Northern Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Burroughs with the more full roster will make it tough for Northern Cass to do so. Brossert on top, control still for Rugby. 13 seconds left in the period. And final few seconds will tick off the clock. And we will go to period number 2. A 2-0 lead for Braden Brossert over Jackson Kleckner. Brossert looks over his decision. He'll say, I'll take the down position. Here to go on this second period. He'll step up. Kleckner tries to bring him back down with the trip, brings him around. Rides here on the left side, working across up to the high side. Brossert trying to get free underneath, gets up to his feet. Kleckner grabs around behind the leg, pulls that head down, looking in, can't get him. There's the 1-point escape, 3-0. Single leg shoot that time by Kleckner. Brossert sprawls, defends, gets a hand underneath the chin, but Kleckner rips him down to the mat. Jackson Kleckner working here, pushing that head into the mat. Right in here, now getting a little high. He'll have to reposition himself as Brossert trying to get up to his feet. He does. And looking for the trip, the twist, and Brossert just kind of pulls Kleckner through. Steps around behind for the reversal. There makes it 5-2. 50 seconds left in this second period. Brossert and Kleckner, pair of 7th graders. Here is Brossert with near fall points. Not quite being counted. Kleckner trying to roll back over to his side. Does so, rolls right into a reverse. They did rule on the near fall points, so 3 near fall and 2 reverse. Makes it 8-4. Kleckner looking for something here in the final 15 seconds of the period. Trying to cut into that deficit. On a far side attempt. Looking for the roll. 8 seconds. Can't quite get it. Brossert kind of turtles up. Now up to his feet. Gets away for the 1-point escape. 2-1, and that's the end of the second period. 9-4. And then Brossert leads over Jackson Kleckner. Kleckner will be up in the neutral position here for this third period. 2-point takedown on the quick shoot that time from Brossert. Working here from behind. Kleckner tries to get up to his feet. Brossert will grab around the calf of that left leg as Kleckner stands up. Now needs to break the grasp. And trying to spin, turn around, can't do it. And Brossart brings him back down to the mat. Minute 25 to go, third period. Jackson Kleckner of Hillsboro-Central Valley in bottom. They're in the camo singlet. And Brossart in the black singlet on top, looking for the roll. He does it into the near fall. It's an 11-4. And plus the back points, 13-4. 55 seconds to go in this third period. Brossart in control, and in control on the scoreboard as well, too. Looks on a single. Nope, I'm going to go with a half there on the left side. 33 seconds left now. Kleckner trying to step up to his feet. Brossart brings him back down. 24 seconds left. Back up to the feet, gets away for the one-point escape, shoots right away, goes right after him, knows he's got to do a lot. Looking for the trip, trying to step through. Brossart using a little bit of that length advantage to kind of sidestep him a little bit. And then we got a potential dangerous call there with 9.8 seconds left. So we'll restart. Kleckner in the down position. 15-5. Brossart the lead. Kleckner with the step up. Driven back down into the mat that time. 3, 2, 1, and that will be the end of the duel. There, so Braden Brossart takes the victory. And it will be a 53-10 win for Hillsboro-Central Valley in that second duel. So we'll take a quick break, recap of that. When we come back, get you ready for your next duel coming up on yourliveevent.com.
At 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
H509, proud to be North Dakota's largest Dollars for Scholars chapter. If you're already a member, you know how important H509's presence is to the graduating seniors in our community. Because of your generosity, every graduating student that completes an application will receive a scholarship. I'd like to invite you to join H509 to help continue these amazing gifts for further graduates of the Hillsboro High School. For more information on H509, visit our Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars website or our Facebook page.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to irieinsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Well, some exhibition matches going on here on mats 1 and 2. And we'll get going with the final varsity duels afterwards as well. So far here on our in-between duel summary, brought to you by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance Agency in Hillsboro. Here as first duels of the day. Here begin with the Hillsboro-Central Valley victory over Larimore, 51-10. Okay, they adjusted that, and I wrote it down wrong. One of those two. 51, not 57. 51-10. Change that. There we go. Here, Larimore victories there. Luke Foltz a pin at 107. Levi Todd with a major at 121. Here, and that's how they got their 10 points. Hillsboro-Central Valley, open victory at 114 for Justin Terrell. A open victory at 133 and 139 for Carson Cassette and Sawyer Owens. Ryland Sunby with a 8-1 decision over Ben Botello at 145. Xander Dovenmuller with a pin in minute 12 over David Botello at 152. Carter Iverson, a 3-minute, 6-second pin over Jacob Harris. Ben Thompson open at 172. Braden Chenault over Parker Cool in 41 seconds by pin at 189. And Fernando Rios an open at 285. Double forfeits at 127 and 215 in that duel. Hillsboro-Central Valley defeats Larimore 51-10. There then, that Northern Cass and Rugby duel was a 24-21 victory for Northern Cass. In the duel, Rugby's Aiden Brosert with an open at 107. Open for Eric Mall at 114. It would be then Rugby's Bryce Stewart at 145 with an open victory. Elijah Toe at 160 with a 10-4 decision over Luke Murch at 160. Then it was, that's the scoring for Rugby in that one. For Northern Cass, Gavin Giffey at 121 with a minute 44 pin. Reed Volden with a pin in a minute 38 over Ethan Thiel. Would be Anders Hovdenes taking a open at 172. And Brody Gaston with a 2-minute 50-second pin at 285 for Northern Cass. Double opens at 127, 133, 152, 189, and 215 in that duel for Northern Cass to pick up the victory over Rugby 24-21. Then it would be Northern Cass winning over Larimore 24-18. Whereas Larimore's David Botello takes an open victory at 145. Jacob Harris with a pin in 57 seconds over Luke Murch at 160 pounds. And it would be Luke Foltz with an open victory at 107 pounds for Larimore. For Northern Cass, Gavin Giffey over Levi Todd in a minute 42 at 121 pounds. Reed Volden with a minute 41 second pin over Ben Botello at 139. It would then be Anders Hovdenes of Northern Cass, a 3-minute 24-second pin over Parker Cool, and Brody Gaston with a pin for with an open victory at 215 for Northern Cass. Double opens at 285, 172, 152, 133, 127, and 114 in that victory for Northern Cass over Larimore. And as I just wrapped up, as you see them shaking hands after the conclusion of the exhibition matches as well, too, Hillsboro-Central Valley defeats Rugby 53-10. Here for Rugby in this one, it would be 285 in tow with a pin over Fernando Rios, 2 minutes 36 seconds. Braden Bossert with a major 15-5 over Jackson Kleckner at 107. They're 10 points. Hillsboro-Central Valley at 114. Justin Terrell with a 3-minute 37-second pin over Isaac Sattler. Ethan Drake open at 121 with the victory. 133. Carson Cazzette would take an open. 139. Sawyer Owens the 30-second pin over Nathan Thiel. Ryland Sunby with a technical fall 16-1 victory over Bryce Stewart at 145. 152, a 5-minute 4-second pin for Xander Dovenmuller over Elijah Toe. Open victories at 160 for Carter Iverson, 172 for Ben Thompson, 189 for Braden Chenault. A double forfeit at 215 and 127 in the match as well. Hillsboro-Central Valley takes it 53-10. That's your duel summaries so far, as we got a little time here before we get our next duels set. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back here on yourliveevent.com.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing, so you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right. You've got a lot more going for you in 2024 with Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank. No matter how many times your New Year's resolutions change, Mayport Hardware's tools and supplies will aid your goals and dreams. Let their staff help you turn those scratch paper scribblings into reality. Paint the bathroom, fix the deck, finally get that garden going. You may not be able to do it all this year, but you can check any of those off your list with the help of Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Ag offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Welcome back to the Heck for our final duels of the night here with Hillsboro-Central Valley taking on Northern Cass on mat number 1. There's Gavin Giffey with a minute pin over Ethan Drake at 121, double forfeit at 127, and now we're at 133 with Carson Cassette with Hillsboro-Central Valley taking on Reed Bolden of Northern Cass. Here and then between Rugby and Larimore. Here at 121, Levi Todd and Isaac Sattler. Todd of Larimore, Sattler of Rugby. Your matchup on mat number 2. Working here on the top side, it is Cassette. Here against Bolden. And then that single arm over on mat number 2. Here as need to double check, make sure, because both black and orange singlets. Make sure I know who's on top. They say 2 points there for red. Believe Larimore is red here in the matchup. Yeah. Meanwhile, we hit the end of the second period over on mat number 1. 7-0. Carson Cassette leading over Reed Bolden. They'll start the third period up in the neutral position. Working here is a single leg shoot, defend, and get around by Cassette. And over on mat number 2, there we have a pin, and there's a chance here to double check there. So Rugby with the victory there. Isaac Sattler with the pin in 3 minutes, 30 seconds. There on mat number 2. So Sattler with the pin at 121. On mat number 2, they move ahead. Meanwhile, we get a restart here. 9-0, minute 2 seconds left in the third period for Carson Cassette, leading over Reed Volden. Cassette on top, control on the start. Went with the cross, now gave that up, and you're trying to see with that far side. Back to the cross to a half. Nope. Working, trying to see what he's thinking. Over on mat number 2, 139-pound weight class, Ben Patello of Larimore, Nathan Thiel of Rugby. There's Gazette, gets the turn, trying to lock in here. 19 seconds left, gets the pin. Gazette with the pin at 133. There, and that will move to 139. Here's some open weight classes in this one for Northern Cass. We'll see how they adjust the roster in this one.
139 pounds.
Sawyer Owens will come out, and looks like the Jaguars will be open. And Batello of Larimore leading here on mat number 2, 2-0. Looking for the turn, locking in, getting the pin. Batello will take the pin at 139 for Larimore. Open victory for the Burros at 145 for Ryland Sunby. Open victory for the Burros at 152 for Xander Dovenmueller. And at 160 pounds, Luke Murch of Northern Cass and Carter Iverson of Hillsboro-Central Valley. So, Murch, the sophomore, Iverson, the senior, comes out here matching up at 160 pounds. At 145 pounds, David Batello of Larimore takes on Bryce Stewart of Rugby. Both wrestlers matching up. I mean, even the shoes are practically the same. Black shoes with little white. You got the singlets there. When they turn to show the left side there, Larimore does have that white stripe down the side of the singlet. You can kind of see that right now with Patello with your back, and now he's twisted around so you can't see that white stripe. There, and Carter Iverson doesn't worry about any stripes there as he takes the victory at 160, picks up a pin. 172 pounds, Ben Thompson will come out. Anders Hovdenes will wrestle for Northern Cass. Thompson comes out with the 2-point takedown, trying to break down Hovdenes. Due to some of the open weight classes. Only match of the night for some of these Burro wrestlers. Or they maybe only got the one earlier. Just the way it works sometimes. Thompson switches around from behind. Meanwhile, we get a 2-point takedown on mat number 2 as Bryce Stewart starts the scoring here with 10 seconds left in the first period. Back over on mat number 1, Thompson. Working on a half, trying to power in. 50 seconds left in the period. Now he'll flip the legs, trying to bridge up. There's the pin. 43 seconds left in the period. So Ben Thompson at 172 over Anders Hovdenes with pin. 189. Jaguars have been open. So Braden Chenault will take the open victory. Here and then at 215 pounds, Brody Gueston. Nope, they're going to go double open at 215 And then Brody Gaston's going to bump up to 285. He'll take on Fernando Rios. So Gaston and Rios matching up here.
Fernando Rios for the girls is
Over on mat number 2 at 145 pounds. David Botello of Larimore, Bryce Stewart of Rugby.
Brody Gaston.
Here, and Stewart comes here with a takedown into the headlock, down on the mat. 52 seconds left in the second period, trying to fight it off. Botello on his backside, trying to get up. There's the pin for Bryce Stewart. 285 on mat number 1. Brody Gaston for Northern Cass. Fernando Rios for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Gaston gets around for the 2-point takedown. Now works on the left side. Cross the body up towards that right side. Circle around. Rios rolls through. Gets around and he gets the 2-point reversal. Minute gone by in the first period. Tied up at 2-2 now after a takedown and a reversal. Rios looking here on the left side. Near the top here and trying to see where those hands are trying to put them. Gaston on the bottom trying to get up to his feet. Rios brings him back down. 28 seconds left in the period. Over on mat number 2 at 152 pounds, Jacob Harris of Larimore and Elijah Toe of Rugby. Harris has the red headgear, if that helps. There as Toe gets up for the throw and brings a 2-point takedown. On mat number 1, Rios backs toward us, working that top side and end of the period. Here, so we go to the second, tied up 2-2. Up on the feet, Rios and Gaston circling around. Gaston trying to get through for a throw and looked like it went left, then tried to come back right. Rios, though, stays in front. Now here's the trip by Gaston. Rios, though, unable to get away, and the takedown right to the backside. Gaston working here for a pin. Minute 20 to go in this second period. And the pin for Brody Gaston. Brody Gaston takes the pin there at 285, and then we get a pin on our other mat, number 2, as Jacob Harris with the victory. Minute 53 pin. Jaguars will be open at 107. Jackson Kleckner will take the open victory. And at 114, Justin Terrell will take the open victory for Hillsboro-Central Valley. So they will pick up the 54-12 win there on mat number 1. So 54-12. Get that score entered. And then Larimore and Rugby on mat number 2. Here, double forfeit at 172. Parker Cool at 172 takes an open. There, so they will bump up here to 285 now. After, so Parker Cool with the forfeit, win at 189, 215. Trying to get everything sorted away here. Where are they going to go? Double forfeits leading up to that. So double at 189 and 215. 285 in tow of Rugby. Look like he will take the open victory. Moves us to 107. Braden Rossart of Rugby and Luke Foltz of Larimore. They're at 107, then 114. Looks like it will be an open victory for Eric Mole. So, tied up at 18-18, this one decides the duel between Larimore and Rugby on mat number 2. Exhibition matches going on mat number 1. There's the exhibition matches don't have that full list in that order that they were going in. Here on mat number 2, Braden Brosert comes out with a 2-point takedown. Here, this 107-pound match. We're working on that top control. Up to the right side. We'll switch over, ride here, right side. Brosert on top. Here with Luke Foltz of Larimore on the bottom. Single arm trying to bring it back, and off the circle they go. 43 seconds left in the period. There for a restart now. On bottom position will be Luke Foltz of Larimore. We're watching on mat number 2, the varsity matchup there between Rugby and Larimore, tied up 18-18. It's 107-pound weight class and then 114. But if everything holds as it has over the first couple, with who has gone, I believe that Larimore will be open there at 114. Breaking down the half, and now bringing Foltz back down to the mat. Braden Brosert in that top control. After the conclusion here, we'll have our match summary. We'll try and talk with some of our wrestlers and coaches as well, too. Here after our quad, fast-paced quad. Here's we are less than 2 hours old here right now with since the first match has started. We got a neutral position to start the second period up on mat number 2. There's a quick shoot. Aggressive a shoot that time from Brosert. He was ready to go. Gets in, gets a 2-point takedown, leads 4-0. Here for the win, he'll work up to the top side on the half. Meanwhile, Foltz trying to get up to his feet. And trying to turn around, trying to turn into reversal. And not yet, because Brosert still has that leg hook now. He loses it, and Foltz takes the reversal. 2-4. Foltz in top control. As he works left side, switches over, rides on the right. Exhibition match over on mat number 1 in the third period, 4-1. Yellow singlet with the lead. There, 70 seconds to go. Mat number 2, the blue mat. With Rugby and Larimore tied at 18-18, second period, 44 seconds left. Luke Foltz of Larimore trailing 2-4. On top control with Braden Brosert underneath. Foltz trying to get some turn. He's going to spin. Nope, can't do it now. Blocking there far side. Looking for a pin for a comeback here on the exhibition match. On mat number 1, they get it. As they come back. Trailing, got the pin in that third period. 37 seconds left. Looking for turn and tilt on mat number 2. Final 2-1-0 seconds left. In the second period, they do award 2 near fall points, and that will tie things up 4-4. So it comes down to this period right now, tied up at 4, tied up at 18 in the duel. Here's a shoot from Brosert, coming out aggressive. This time, though, defended well. That time by Foltz. Foltz, knowing he needs a pin, gets the 2-point takedown, and now works from on top. Half on the left side, up to the feet. Brosert trying to get away. Foltz wrestles him back down, bellies him out. 90 seconds to go. We're on mat number 2. Our lone wrestling going on right now. Gonna drive in up to the feet. Step up. Brosert wrestled back down by Foltz. We got a clasping call. Clasping called on Foltz, so the 1 penalty point to Brosert. It will be 6-5. Foltz with the lead. Here in top control with 72 seconds left in this third period. Step up. Brosert can't get away. Foltz brings him down. Again, up to the feet. Brosert pulled back down again. Spun down to the mat. 60 seconds to go. Foltz working with that ankle, trying to bring him around. You got to be careful not to get too high as Brosert works up to his feet. Looking for a reversal. They'll spin. They'll come down. There's the reversal. As Brosert got the arm around. Got the 2-point reversal. Leads now 7-6. Trying to hold on as Foltz up to his feet. And they'll run out of the circle. They'll run out, restart. 27 seconds left. In the bottom position, Luke Foltz of Larimore. On top position, Braden Brosert of Rugby. Step up, brought down into the mat. Foltz can't get away. Brosert has that half in there, now looking for the turn. Foltz, he has to pull something out here in 10 seconds, trailing by 1. And it's going to be tough to do, but up to his feet. 3, 2. Does he get away? No. And that will be the end of the period. Will be the end of the period, and it will be 7-6. Brosert with the victory over Foltz by decision. And give the advantage there to Rugby. And I believe now Eric Malle will take the 114-pound weight class, and it will be a 27-18 victory for Rugby in that final duel. We'll wait for the official, announcement. And that looks like what it's going to be. They're going to have some exhibition matches here, so when we come back, we'll have those coming up on mat number 2 on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Join us at the Avalon Event Center in Fargo, North Dakota, January 17th for Winter Conference 2024. You'll hear from precision planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. This year will also include a question and answer session with local growers sharing their experiences. Winter Conference 2024, January 17th at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
shortly now I'm going to be transitioning into a tool engineering position. With that, comes new training. Degelman has provided all the training necessary to help me succeed.
You can make top dollar if you utilize your time properly and you're efficient in what you do. You can't beat the pay. It's 4 days a week, and it's awesome to have a 3-day weekend.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Ho, ho, ho! It's another holiday season and there's so much to do. Honestly, milk and cookies aren't cutting it anymore.
Well, Santa, have you tried Sweet Sips?
What's that now?
Sweet Sips in Hillsboro. They've got delicious protein and energy drinks to keep you moving. Try one.
That is tasty. I must get more of these.
Well, Santa, you can order on the Engage app or stop by the shop in Hillsboro. Stay energized and healthy this holiday season with the help of Sweet Sips in Hillsboro.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Tonight, the final scores in the wrestling quad. Hillsboro-Central Valley 51-10 over Larimore. Northern Cass 24-21 over Rugby. Hillsboro-Central Valley 53-10 over Rugby. Northern Cass 24-18 over Larimore. Hillsboro-Central Valley 54-12 over Northern Cass. And Rugby 27-18 over Larimore. The finals in the duels here this evening, as we do have one more exhibition match going on mat number 2. While that does, though, let's go ahead and let's talk with some of our post-game or post-match interviews here, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, dhbanknd.com, as they are trying to bring the mats up right by. We got the cameras too, so we got to be careful of those. But okay, let's quit worrying about the cameras. We got Sawyer Owens with us here today. Sawyer, here, congratulations on the match you got to get out there today. Talk about here this quad with what the team was focused on, what they wanted to do here from the start.
I think overall we just wanted to get some practice for mostly our younger guys. Wanted to give our guys some more confidence overall. There's not much you can do when you only get one match, like some of us. But for the younger guys and the JV guys, it's a great tournament and a great quad.
Like you say, you can't do anything. If another team has low numbers, they have low numbers. You can't worry about that. But for yourself, knowing that, okay, there's 3 duels, you're going to get one match or however it works out, how do you still get focused for that one, even though you got some time off?
Well, I don't want to overlook anybody because that usually leads to bad things overall. But yeah, I like to come out with the same intensity for every match. But yeah.
For this team, what's the season been like?
There's been some up and downs, but I feel like if we just need one swing match per duel and we'll just kick it off. But we've had some bad duels, we've had some really good duels, but some highs and some lows overall.
2 weeks left in the regular season before you get there to region postseason play. It's kind of crazy to say right now. Doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah, it's definitely felt like my quickest season overall. I've always heard it goes quicker as you get older, but yeah, it's been quick this year. It feels.
All right, so the final 2 weeks to round this into postseason. What's the focus for the team? What's the things that you want to see everyone accomplish there in practice and then out during the duels as well?
For the team, I want us to make state, of course. It's gonna be a tough one. but I think we have a good chance to make it. And teammates, I want them all to improve. I want them to keep their confidence high. I don't want them to doubt themselves or anything like that. Just, I want us to keep the same intensity as our highs, not our lows.
Well, very good. Well, yeah, keep going high then, and yeah, avoid those lows.
Yep.
It's the way to go.
Yep.
It's simple, right? You know, you want the good, you don't want the bad. You know, make it easy. Sawyer Owens for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Sawyer, congratulations on the dual victories here tonight. Best of luck to you guys here going forward.
Yep, thank you.
Here we go as our post-game interviews, post-match wrestler interviews, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future, dhbanknd.com. Stick with us. We'll have more coming your way. This is your post-match report on yourliveevent.com.
Cold and gloomy when you look outside your window, but Trail District Health Unit's Brenda Stallman encourages you to keep the outdoors in mind for your overall health and well-being.
Even though we have less light to do those activities we enjoy, it's still important to get outside. Pets still need to have exercise, so take them for a walk, and kids enjoy the time that they can spend with you outdoors, so just put on more layers and get outdoors, because that typically is a proven and tried remedy to seasonal blues and loneliness.
Seasonal health tips from Trail District Health Unit.
This is Tim Cazzette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Cazzette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest Seeds on your farm.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
Here's another reason why you should contact Mike, Darren, and Tim at Right Implement Hillsboro. Let them know I said call Right Implement.
For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair, and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Post-game report on yourliveevent.com. Here is the wrestling quad from the Hillsboro Event Center here today as the scores in this one. Here, your final scores on your Tim Cazzette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 51-10 over Larimore, 53-10 over Rugby, and 54-12 over Northern Cass. Northern Cass with a 24-21 victory over Rugby, and a Rugby 27-18 victory over Larimore. Northern Cass would defeat Larimore 24-18. The final scores here today on your Golden Harvest Tim Cazzette Seed Sales scoreboard, bringing you your wrestling scores here. Let's talk about some of our players of the match here today. Here are players of the match brought to you by RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. Wrestling with precision in this one. Just like you can have precision with your planters, contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. When you're looking to upgrade your planters, planterdoc.com. You can also register for Winter Conference 2024. You're coming up with planterdoc.com. Precision in this one, Sawyer Owens. You're 1 for 1 here today with a 30-second pin in his time on the match. So he will be our RDK Enterprises Precision Wrestler of the match here today for Hillsboro-Central Valley. As he comes out, gets the victory for him. Our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the match here today, going with Northern Cass, Gavin Giffey there with victories in this one over Ethan Drake with a 1-minute pin in his first duel. Here with victory over Levi Todd in the second match. And he also, in this one, picked up a victory over Isaac Sattler. 3-0 here today for Gavin Giffey. He will, with 3 pins, he will be our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the match here today. Enbridge, where life takes energy. Find out more online, enbridge.com. And our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Here the connection in this one for Halstead Telephone Company, being connected and hitting your marks. Discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone Company online, halsteadtel.com. And that will go to the tech fall victory for Ryland Sunby of Hillsboro-Central Valley, as he came out and he connected with what he needed to do. A 16-1 victory here for the tech fall there in that duel against Rugby. He will be your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection in the match here tonight. Stick with us here. We'll see if we can grab Coach Owens for Hillsboro-Central Valley. I know they're doing some photos here, part of Military Appreciation Night. So we'll try and grab Coach Owens when we come back here on yourliveevent.com.
From Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment is now providing farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. Talk with Joey, 218-784-2961. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. You can mix and match lubricants. Requires a minimum 100 gallons per lubricant. Minimum total order 200 gallons or more. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants now offered from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsboro Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsboro Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsboro Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions too. Hillsboro Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsboro Drug.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help with all of your building or remodeling projects. If you're building something new, doing some remodeling, or working in other projects, Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete your projects. Stop by Hillsboro Lumber today and pick up all of your building materials, hardware items, and more. The best source for all your home improvement and construction needs in Trail County is Hillsboro Lumber. Building or remodeling, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben and Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben and Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben and Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
Post-game reports on yourliveevent.com after the Hillsboro-Central Valley quad wrestling here. We're joined with the head coach of HCV Borough Wrestling, Rob Owens, with us. Rob, thanks for taking the time. Come up and chat with us here. Let's talk about this one here. 3 matches, 3 victories here. Good to see. Let's talk about how you thought the guys went out and actually wrestled there on the mats.
I thought we wrestled just fine. And really, you know, when I think about like tonight when we wrestle teams that don't have full rosters, you know, we've been in that situation as well. And you know, it's not a fun experience for them, but you want to always get good matchups. And I think tonight we got a lot of our mid-level kids got some good matchups against good mid-level kids, and we came out on top. And as a coach, that's what I look at as a favorable result.
Yeah, you can't control what the other team brings or what they have. You just got to control what you can, and good to see, especially, as you said, some of the younger guys there to give them some success, some confidence to build off of.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Ryland Sumby, he got 2 wins today. I think he ended up with 3 with the forfeit, but, you know, he got to wrestle kids that, you know, he should beat, and he did, and that was good. And Jackson Kleckner at 107 for us. He didn't walk away with a victory today, but he made third period against a decent kid who's won matches, so that's encouragement for us. And, you know, it's not about the Sawyers and Carsons, the kids who should automatically get the wins. It's about those kids that, you know, they get some success, but they don't really get it most of the time. And they get this tonight, you know, to shine a little bit.
Well, good for them. Hopefully it goes going forward. What do you have coming up here for them to bring that momentum into?
Well, we kind of have a little bit of a break. We don't wrestle for the boys until next Tuesday. And then our girls are at Lisbon on Saturday this week in the Storehawk tournament. So that'll be good for them. And then so next week on Tuesday, we have Grafton and Fertile. Grafton, again, is the team that's going to have some, you know, kids missing out of their roster. Fertile's pretty much got a lot of them, so it'll be a good match for us. And then we're off to the East-West on the weekend next week. And that'll be a great tournament for us because you really get to figure out where you're at. You know, it's one of those things that if you wrestle well, it's going to help you in the state tournament. And that's what we're looking at. Like I said, this is every practice. I mean, every day until we get to that regional tournament, it's a great practice for us.
Oh, when you're talking about going to East-West, it means that regional tournament's not far behind there. So, yeah, we are coming down the stretch run here before the postseason. So where does this team, where do you want to see them make those strides over the final few days, really, going into the postseason?
Well, we got to be confident. We got to understand that we are better than we think we are most of the time. I mean, we've had a lot of good duels, and right now, as we sit, we are number 3 in our region for our duels. So, and we're not too far out of second. And second would be, you know, when I was pegging where we be at this year, I was thinking maybe 4th. You know, it was one of those things that, yeah, Pembina County is going to be pretty good, and you know, Northern Lights is going to be good. Carrington's going to be good. Maybe we'll be in that 4th, but I think we're kind of slipping up a little bit and surprising people. We've got kids that have started to turn it around and really put their, you know, they're building up their wrestling repertoire of moves and showing that they can be that kid to get that win when we need it. And when we wrestled Carrington last time, we just didn't win our swings. And we have a good day, win our swings. We could be going to the state tournament as a dual team, which would be way far ahead where I was thinking we're going to be. So that's kind of the goal, and get as many kids to the state tournament. So this, next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about philosophy, mental attitude, staying in shape, being one of the best teams out there for being in shape, because that's the biggest hurdle, for our team, is making sure that we can make it through the third period with good, strong energy. I mean, we've won a lot of matches, and that was last year too. We won a lot of matches in that third period because we are in better shape. So hopefully that continues throughout this year.
All right, Rob Owens, head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough Wrestling. Coach, thanks so much for the time.
Yep,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you guys. I mean, like I say all the time, you guys do a great job. So I appreciate you guys coming.
Thank you. One last thing I want to ask you here, just Military Appreciation Night. What's it show about this team, or what's it mean to this team to be able and recognize the military?
Well, I actually wanted to start this about 6 years ago, and I've always thought the military, and I never served, but there's part of me wishes I would have. What it means to me is there's people that give up a lot more than a wrestling match, a Friday, a Saturday, weekend. A lot of times we have students in my classroom that their mom and dad is sitting somewhere in another country waiting for their time and waiting out their service and making sure that we're protected. And I think that's what we have to look at and be thankful that there are people out there doing that job for us, because, if they don't, then someone else has to. So it's this thing of giving back a little bit and being respectful and understanding that there are people out there that put more in than we ever know, and we just want to make sure we give back and recognize them for that.
It's a great thing to do. Glad I could be here tonight for it. Rob, thanks again for the time. Appreciate it, and best of luck here with the rest of the season.
Yep, thank you very much, Jake.
Rob Owens, join us, our post-game coaches' comments from Dakota Heritage Bank, dhbanknd.com, with locations in Minnesota and North Dakota. That'll wrap us up here on yourliveevent.com from the HEC as the wrestling quad there with Hillsboro-Central Valley, Larimore, Northern Cass, and Rugby here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us here. Thanks to all the sponsors you've seen throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask that you please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be here. More of Your Live Event coming your way. Go to the website, yourliveevent.com, for the broadcast schedule there. And look forward to seeing you next time with us on yourliveevent.com.